Why is this thing 4.5 ohm? That's supposed to be a 10 ohm resistor.
Okay, we're back online, and Chip is having a little bit of trouble with possibly with the prop plug. And the resistor is used in that circuit, so he's getting a closer look at the assembly. And who knows, it's possible that David and Kenneth will actually have a point here on the pick and place. David, oh, he's inside the machine. Look at him go. Don't get hurt in there. So let's just check up on these cows while Chip has a minute. So David is busy positioning these little babies in here. This was his vision since this morning to pick and place these. I can't believe he can actually get this thing running in a day. But he knows how, and so does Terrell, so does Kenneth. Oh, hello, Whit. Yeah, the pho was great. We had vegetarian and chicken vermicelli.
Hey, Gordon. Hey, good. Hey, did you get in here yet?
So I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to go get Chip a glass of water. And we'll keep this streaming just to make sure it's stable. David, you need a glass of water too? Okay. So we're going to head up to the front office right now. Yeah, we
through TV where they're going to be building. You're welcome.
We're heading back. Okay, sorry for the nauseous, high spin environment. I'll try to stabilize this. So, how's the video performance now?
Gordon is coming. Period. Can you please open the little shop door so we can get the chainsaw and see what's period.
Kenneth is trying to line up the stencil right.
We're testing the chip on no sign of life.
Okay, thanks Lachlan and thanks David. Please let me know via chat if it drops because we are considering moving the whole setup up front where we have wired. And heater from your bar in Finland, minä en puhu suomea. Does heater speak Finnish?
Heater can. Some words. Okay.
So what's the current state, Chip, of
Well,
prop plug?
it's strange that we're seeing the serial come in to the prop plug, but we're not seeing it get to the chip. So it's indeterminate. I don't know why this is happening. It doesn't seem to be enough room to have occasion for such a strange error.
Well, I usually chuck the prop plug in. We get a new one at this stage. Do you want me to go get you one, or?
It wouldn't hurt. I mean.
Okay.
Wouldn't hurt.
Okay, I'm gonna head in the back and get a prop plug. You guys can stay here with Chip, David, and Kenneth. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Okay, it's very precarious. Be careful, all right?
Okay. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out why we're getting signal on this, but it's not seeming to get to the chip. There's nothing on the resistor. There's a 240 ohm resistor there. The signal goes over and there's no sign of anything. So I'm going to try this again real quick. Let's see. This is 1.8 volts here. Here's the 3.3. We put ground on first.
Hey, Chip, I brought something new for you to try. A prop plug.
Okay.
You just want to swap that one out.
Let me just try this one more time.
Because Whit reported he has had prop plug troubles. You might be having prop plug. What? The stream is broken again? Here you go.
Okay. All right, thanks. Okay, still nothing. Let's see. All right, so I just want to review here what's coming through okay. We've got, see, the reset is here. It's the third resistor. All right. That looks good.
I'm good.
The next signal down is RX coming into this thing. So let me start this again. Okay, nothing there, but let me see. What's happening on the
Yeah,
next
Dave,
side.
fine. The 1.8 volts is at 0 amps.
Oh, that's interesting. Why would that be? Okay, so let's see. Position, level, trigger level, single sequence. Okay, so there's the initial serial stream coming from the PC. But here's the funny thing, when we get to the other side of that resistor, we see nothing. So let's turn off the, let's go auto. How many did we have? 6. That's just so strange. Why would we completely drop? Well, it's like we're high. Oh, and how do we get to 200 millivolts? That's not good.
What size resistor is it, Chip?
240 ohms.
It's a 240 ohm. Lachlan says give it a DTR reset and see if the current goes back to 120 milliamps.
Okay, well, if we just give it a reset, it's just kind of strange. It's like, let's see, what's the, now this is weird. At this point, we're seeing no current flow. See, if we short this out, yeah, current limit works. We hook it onto here. Oh, now it's doing this 30 milliamp thing again. I don't know why. And the 1.8 volts is at 20 milliamps. Let's see, if we start this thing up all at once. Oh. Well, there seems to be some issue with the power up sequence. If we start them both at the same time, there's no current on, well, initial current on 3.3, nothing measurable on 1.8, but it should be pretty low anyway. Okay, let's try something else here. If we put a pull up on P59, if I can find P59 here. And do you see 59 on there?
My eyes are no better than yours. Yeah, I could find it.
All right,
Let's get a loop from Kenneth.
the other one.
I'll go get some magnification. Hey, Kenneth. Sorry.
Yeah.
Do you have any magnification or like a loop, an eyeglass loop or something? We can't see anything. See, while P2 is getting designed, chip size got older.
Oh, thanks. Okay. So it looks like this is P59. Kenny wants more what?
Oh, yeah, it'd be great. Whatever, I'll take it.
It's 3.3. All right. So we've got to pull up on P59. Oh, it's getting old here.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Okay, so we got to pull up on P59. Now, if we
That works.
cycle the power and we watch,
Thanks.
let's see. We don't want auto. It's set to 0. Okay, so if we look at the flash chip, let's see, which is the flash? 0, and 2. Pin 6 of the flash chip here. Okay, I'm not just looking for any sign of life on the. I'm not seeing any effect from that pull up. Oh wait, let's just do this. Let's just cycle the power here. Okay.
Lachlan said that the way the current went to zero after a timeout is a good sign of life rather than a fault.
Well, if that's what it was, yeah, I hope that'd be nice if that's what it was. I'm just not sure. Pin 1 of the flash would be chip select. Let's see if this thing toggles.
You want to check your wires on the bottom, Chip, and see if anything came off?
I don't think anything did. It's almost like we don't have the chip oriented properly.
Like it's turned.
Like maybe
90
something
degrees.
is just, yeah. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Let me review the pictures on the forum. See if there was any pin 1 indication. It's like something basic is not right. Yeah, you know
Thinking
what?
the orientation might be off?
Yeah, I don't think, maybe we don't have pin 1 on the chip.
Well, if that's a possibility, maybe I'll go check in with the pick and placers and see how they're doing.
David.
How you guys doing on the pick and place?
Almost need to load in like some part information, visual information. Placements in here already.
We're putting reels in.
Cool. Okay. These guys are doing great. All right. Chip's wondering maybe if he has a assembly issue. Well, Chip does a little bit of research on the forums for some photos.
Well, I looked at those. Those are
Not
can't
helpful.
really tell much from them.
All right. Lachlan asks, is P59 pulled up right now?
Yeah, P59 is pulled up.
And the other two are floating?
Yep.
Yep.
See? There you go.
And we know the power and ground are indeed connected.
I'm going to call up Wendy.
Roy suggests disconnect the prop plug.
Good point. Yeah.
Good call, Roy. Disconnected.
All right. Yeah, because it could be leaking power in. All right. I'm going to call Wendy over at on semi and see if she can confirm that pin 1 is where we think it is.
Didn't they send us a bonded diagram of that chip?
Uh-oh, I got a text her now.
I thought they did.
Wendy, comment. Can you confirm that pin 1 is above and to the left or northwest of the text line? Question mark.
Chip, have you verified the voltages at the I/O pins?
No, let's do that. Okay, good idea. So, okay,
Chip's
we've got
going to
this
verify
thing
the
in.
power on the I/O pins. You guys are thinking along the right way here because Chip thinks it's something silly as well. Yep, we could do that.
No, this is weird. Look at this for the 100 milliamps. I took the prop plug off. We're at 180 milliamps. I mean, oh, no, hold on. I'm all backwards here. Okay, so IO is no current. Core is no current. And let's see, when we cycle this, see what's funny is look over here on the scope. When I turn the power on and we look at an IO pin, it comes up to some slight voltage. Something just doesn't.
0.08 volts.
18 millivolts. Oh, wait.
No, Whit, that's a great point. We've reversed prop plugs here before, and many times we reversed DB9s when we used to have serial ports on our boards, because we can never tell if the diagrams were from within the shell or
okay, this is interesting.
outside.
Look at this, 500 millivolts, half a volt. That's like a diode clamp voltage. You know, sort of like we don't have power going to the chip right. So yeah, what we're seeing here just looks kind of curious that the pin would rise to half a volt.
Go ahead and cycle it again so we can see this.
So we're turning the power off and on.
500 millivolts too.
Yeah, it's like...
Chip, have you checked the power on the pins?
No,
to
I
see
can do
that?
that. Let's
Why don't
see.
we do that?
All right, let's use the scope here. Let's go to half a volt. Move it down here.
What IO pin were you just probing, by the way?
It was P60, I think, or P59.
P59. Yeah.
Let's see, actually P59. Okay, let's turn this thing on. Wait a minute. Hold on. There's 3.3 volts. Oh, wait a minute. This was not 3.3.
Not attached.
No, it was the wrong pin. Some of these...
Do you think you're actually connected the way you've got that chip? That resistor? Why don't you solder
Okay,
it?
there. Now we're better off. Right. Let's try cycling this again. Watching.
So that resistor was in the wrong. Okay, taking you back to the scope here. Cycling power.
Okay, well that's good. So see, this is the pull-up resistor. Here's the 3.3 volts. Here's the P59. Okay, which would be... Now if we cycle this, slow this way down.
How are you looking picking placers? You're almost what?
You know, this power supply
Okay.
ramp up is sure slow.
You got an
It's
hour
like 100
probably.
milliseconds.
David says he's got the loaders ready, but he has to optimize things probably another hour on the pick and place.
All right. I'm gonna say let's ground. Let's give it a good reset. Let's see, is reset pulled high? Yes, reset's high. Oh. Hold on, my grounds. Let me see where my grounds. Okay, so look. Oh boy. Okay, so here's reset, and I can ground it, and it goes, there's a 10K pull up on there, so I can manipulate it. Okay, this gets around low power supply. So now we're looking at pin 6 on the flash chip, which I believe is,
Lachlan asks if we can put the power supply at 1.8 rather than 3.3 big current.
sure. Let's slow it down here. Lower the voltage. Okay, so talking this output here is going to go down to 1.8.
Yeah, the pick and placers. I think we're counting on them too. You're right, Heater. We just had to break up the conversation.
All right. Okay, yeah. Now we're the pull up on P59 doesn't pull us high anymore. Still, oh, it's because it's all 1.8. So, let's see. Okay, this should be ground right here. I wish we had good connectors.
Lachlan says, swap the display so it shows one V8 rail current.
There's the 1V8 rail. All right, now if I hit, okay, now we're gonna
Put it back to
we're gonna strobe
3V3.
Okay, just a minute. Here, if we toggle reset,
Should
if we
put
hold
the
reset down,
3V3 rail back to 3V3.
let reset up. Let's see, are we seeing movement here? All right. So we'll put the 3.3 volt back to 3.3.
There you are, Lachlan.
All right. So if we turn it back on, we're getting around probably over 5 milliamps. We go back and look at the 1.8, it's very low. If I toggle reset by grounding reset, I just don't see any activity.
Maybe I should find you some micro grabbers so you could do this a little easier.
Can you ask those guys to confirm which pin is chip select on an 8-pin flash?
Hey guys, on this 8-pin flash, which pin for the forum members who've been following? Actually, Roy, I think you did. Check the I/O pin power. Pin 1 is chip select, says Lachlan.
Pin 1 is chip select. Okay, and I'm trying to think, was P59, let's go back. Okay, so if we put a pull up,
Hey Chip, have you checked the power input for the core to the core of the chip? Have you checked that? Roy's asking.
have we done what again?
The power input for the core.
Yeah, that's right here. Where there's like no, less than 5 milliamps flowing. Something is just something really fundamental wrong, right? I wonder if we have the chip oriented properly, but it's a good sign that we're not seeing any excessive current draws. See if I cycle the reset. Let's say we look for okay for SPY flash P60. Okay, let's just pull this thing off. I'm going to take the pull up off. So the thing has no pull up at this time, right? If I reset it, I'm not seeing any change in current draw. Let's do this though. Let's try to make a more accurate measurement by doing this. Let's see, this thing does milliamps. Hopefully the fuse isn't burned out.
Roy thinks the chip is not powered on. Chip?
Yeah.
Is the chip fully powered?
Yeah.
It is, Roy.
So that's saying 40. Probably getting ready for the chip. All right, let's see now. Take this. Yeah, this is the 1.8 volt supply.
Chip, you have checked the power on the pins, right?
Yeah.
Not just the connections at the edge of the board.
Hold on a minute. We'll check the date. You see this? Okay, the current is going down. I don't know. That's a problem. It's a function of the bypass cap. Let's see. If we do a reset,
These guys are saying you've never actually checked the pins on the chip for power.
you're looking at my whole reset it.
Well, you guys are going to have to be patient while Chip sorts this out.
Well, I'm not confident about, like, I don't know.
We don't know. Keep your ideas coming.
Hold
But
on. Hold on. This is our problem. Lots of details. All right. So I'm just going to try something here. We've got power connected. It's outputting. It's taking half a milliamp. See, the weird thing is the power is slowly creeping down. Now, if I do a reset, well, that's weird. Let's see, what if I just short this? Now, there's no, this meter is supposed to be showing. I don't believe it. I mean, if I short it out, it still shows current flow. And we don't have a good. Do we have any other meter around here? I need an ammeter, something that can accurately
current
measure
meter. Hey, David. David, do you have a good ammeter? That bench top? Yeah, we're using it. Okay. Current measurement.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Okay.
Jeff might have a precision power supply that
And you know your power supply to be good? If you want a chip, we could try another power supply too.
like this.
Uh,
That's working. I just see, this is a really weird thing. The power to the ammeter is reading like this decaying current. If I pull reset and low, we get like a draw of 13 milliamps, but then it starts to decay too. Even if I hold this thing here.
Oh, that's true. Right now, check that out. Okay.
Anything I let off, well, it may not make much sense to them, but
What are you experiencing? The
I'm
current's
not sure.
declining.
I'm seeing like decay curves that are far in excess of what our little bypass capacitor should be supporting us. So I'm suspicious of this meter. Just
I could go find us another meter.
yeah, see if we have another current meter.
Okay.
Oh. So Ken, can you read me some of the things they were saying? They had some suggestions.
Here. Actually, look it on your phone because I can't reverse it. The video, for some reason, started on the forward-facing camera.
Let's see if I can.
Go to Parallax's site. Okay, I'll go find another current meter, right?
Oh, something that can measure current. Ammeter. Okay, so I'm not really sure what to do here. I need to look at maybe some of your suggestions. But here we've got 1.8 volts. I can connect this to our 1.8 volt input. Oh, Roy Eltham's calling me. Hold on. Hey, Roy. Yes. Hey there. I mean, are we seeing power? Is that what you're wondering? Are we seeing? Okay. Okay, good idea. Okay. Are we seeing?
Okay, I brought a couple things.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Well, I owned it out earlier today. Now look, here's ground, right? And if I check some pads here, I'm seeing. Okay, is this thing? Let's see. Okay, hold on. Now I should be able to measure power. Right here, I should see 1.8. That's good. Okay, that's good. All right. That's another power split. Okay, here I should see 3.3. Yes. Now when I go to measure, okay, there's 3.3 on the bypass cap position. There's 1.8 on the core. Those all look okay. Yeah, well, right where it goes into the chip.
Okay, Roy, we'll give that a look when he gets off the phone.
I'm talking to Roy. Oops,
Oh, you
hold
are?
on. Yeah, hold on. Let me, okay, Roy, you there?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, so it looks all right. And I'm seeing what I would expect, all around the chip.
There's multiple 1.8 core inputs, right?
Right. Yeah, there's four per edge.
Right, and they're all reading 1.8.
Yes.
Not reading the edge input like the actual chip pins.
Right. Okay. Let me see. Let me get the pin out here. And another thing is, we don't know for sure that we've got a really good ground connection.
Right. That was the other thing I was going to say is if you could check ground somehow, but that's really hard because it's a pad underneath.
Right. Right. I mean, I'm not really seeing anything come out of the chip because the chip is, it doesn't do anything to its I/O pins until it has need.
Right.
So let's see. It's got test grounded. which is good. Yeah, you know, I'm thinking that maybe we should try to reflow. Maybe we should, let me see. If I can't run this whole thing through the reflow. I've got some wires on it that are going to come undone. But I could.
Right. A hot air gun at the bottom of the board just
Yeah.
to heat up.
Yeah, or a big soldering iron to kind of really hit it. Because I just don't know that we're really contacting the back paddle of the chip. That could create all kinds of, you know.
Yeah, if you didn't have a good ground connection, you would have all kinds of weird problems.
Right. Yeah, I'm thinking that that could be an issue.
You want a hot air again, or
Yeah, maybe we should try to. I need some iron that can really deliver a lot of heat. You know, pretty much heat up the whole board. It has to get the bottom of the package hot enough to wet the solder. Still there, Roy?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. So maybe what I should do is do what you said. Go around and do a full check on all the pins and make sure the proper voltages are apparent. Okay.
At the actual pins on the chip.
Right.
And maybe even check to make sure that if there's any shorting, like maybe have some bridging on the power pin to neighboring pins that would be doing odd things.
Right.
So like under the microscope, maybe get close and look at all the pins.
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm doing now. This is good because as I go down the chip, I see pin 1 definitely ground. Let me turn on. Let me look at this. I should see it. I got to get that like monocle in my eyeball here so I can really get down and see. Hope no one has pink eye around here.
do some narrative, and I'll keep this on the
All right.
power supply and the ammeter.
Okay. Now. Okay, Ken, tell me what the
Okay, we see. Which one you want me to watch?
0 volts. I'll look up and get it.
Okay, now I got it. 0 volts and minus 1.78.
Okay, hold on, let me switch the leads.
Zero, 1.78, 75.
Now that's an IO pin, 0.75. Huh? So it's floating.
0.74.
Okay, so that thing's floating. Um,
.75, 3.29, 0.75.
I need to have my glasses like on kind of cockeyed here. There we go.
This might be worth looking at.
There we go. It's getting old, you know. I used to have these kind of problems.
Yep, sir, we have the pick and place going. In fact, that's a good opportunity to go check on these guys. We'll let Chip get his goggles straight, reorient his eyeballs. How are the pickers doing? Are you picking this like a banjo?
We're trying to translate some error messages into English.
Ah,
One last part, of course, right?
Yeah.
the idea here, sir, is indeed what you pointed out. We're trying to build some boards with the P&P as well that are complete with all the power supply, resistors, and caps. So they're just now getting the final errors worked out. The oven is hot, and Chip is back at it, so I'll go back and read his voltmeter.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I can read for you again.
Oh. All right.
0.75. 0.759. 0.757. 1.78. 0.756. 0.756. 3.29. 3.29. 0.76. 0.76. 1.78. 0.76. 0.76. 3.29. 0.76. 0.76. 1.78. 0.76. 0.76. 3.29. 0.76. 0.76.
Okay, hold on now. All right, now we're gonna go down to here.
Point 0, 1.78, 0.76, 0.76, 3.29, 0.77, 0.77, 0.77, 1.78, 0.77, 0.79, 3.29, 0.78, 0.78, 1.78, 0.79, 0.79, 3.29, 0,
Hold on.
3.29, 0.79, 0.79, 1.78, 0.78, 0.78, 3.29, 1.78, 0.78, 3.29,
Right back up again. Okay, here we go.
0.78, 1.78, 0.78, 0.78, 3.29,
Yeah, I think so.
0.79, 0.78, 0.76.
Okay, hold on. Let me look at the drawing here. Let's see. Okay. Well, so far the powers, the pins seem to be floating at about 3/4 of a volt, and how the appropriate powers are on the right pins. Let's see. Okay, now this is good. Can show the multimeter there. When I give it,
Multimeter.
when I hold it and reset, no current. I mean, it's the core is done. When I take it off a reset, it's probably hopefully it's running its internal ROM code now, waiting. So let's see if in a minute and a half it goes back to 0 or near 0.
We're watching the current on this.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna wait a minute and see if it just turns back down later.
Well, Sirth, you're right. When we're doing a production run of a product, it usually takes about a day to set up the machine. And then it takes 10 minutes to run, of course. But this one was tricky, even though we're building only 3 boards, because all the parts we had were on cut tape. Like a few inches, and they had to put leaders on them and then put each one into a feeder. But thankfully we have two of our ringers here today.
Oh, hold on. Wendy Pounds from Mont Semi's calling. Hey, Wendy.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for calling.
Live from Parallax
I think
headquarters.
So our understanding is that the N1 is northwest of the writing. Up in the corner. Okay. All right,
So
we haven't
we're
been
online
able-
with the fab now.
Say that again? We haven't been able to bring the chip up yet. We don't know why. It's just kind of indeterminate.
Chip's
So
getting the
anyway,
pin 1 orientation verified. And if
Yeah.
you saw what these things look like, you might understand. I take you to look at the P2s right now. I think they've actually loaded them onto the pick and place. So can't do that. Just come back at your chip, hear what he's learning.
So we're low there, but there's something really weird going on where I don't know what, we wouldn't know what this would be caused by, but they have like a board sending out some serial stream into the chip, and it's like when it gets through a resistor, it just shorts out. Or it's almost like, you know what, maybe that resistor's open. That would be it. Let me look at that little bug. 0402 that's solder. Okay, well anyway, I don't need to bug you, but that's what I was wondering is if you had any word orientation kind of different from ours.
We have a little bit of a man versus machine race here in building the circuit boards. Chip's board is hand built. And we're waiting for some to come off the pick and
Okay,
place
well-
too.
Okay, thank you a million. I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. Okay, Roy, are you still there? I think we lost Roy.
Hey David, when you build those, do you build them all or do you build one first?
We can build one and test it, build more, or we build one all.
All right, you know what? Maybe the reason we're not seeing that serial signal come through is because this one resistor is open. That would be a
Did you
huge
verify
problem.
that?
No, I got to check it out now. So I'm going to use this little pen here and see if I can measure. Let me turn this thing off. I'm going to see if we can measure the resistance on the pads, not the. Well, we're getting 8 megohms. Okay, so if this is the problem, this will be good.
I think that resistor is just not connected on both
I don't
sides.
think I soldered it right. Oh man.
We might have an airborne resistor, one leg on the ground. How you guys doing? Loading the machine up. Man versus machine. Yeah, we think this is something simple too.
Oh yeah, it's up in the air.
Yep, sure enough.
Yeah, that resistor's not even, it's up in the air. It's kind of tombstone.
That would be a certain problem.
Yeah.
We had an airborne resistor. This is a big moment in this video at 57 minutes and 10 seconds. resistor, which was not soldered to the board all the way. Well, in the man versus machine, I don't know who's ahead at this point. These guys had a longer set time, but once their horse enters the race, it's really quick. Chip, he's just been pedaling around on a donkey this morning. I think he might even be getting worn out. A little bit. It's way too enthusiastic. Yep, Whit, we hope everything is this simple, right? But often, this is the case. Power supply, something not connected. We definitely get to fail a lot till we win with this.
Wait, there's always something in the back too.
Okay, now let's try all this again. Excuse me.
Turning back.
All right.
Okay, let me get a more optimal location here. So we're going for the prop plug programming setup now.
We're going for the whole thing.
Okay, everybody fasten your seatbelts. Getting the initial connections made.
Okay, now this. I'll get the other one. I'll get another one taken. All right.
Davey Bot is online. Davey Bot, thanks for your videos. Everybody go watch Davey Bot's videos. He's been a very helpful supporter of what we do here.
All right. Now.
Okay, there's a lot of excitement coming from France right now.
Okay. Now.
And our views are rapidly climbing.
Well, let's see what happens here. Well, here's a whole prop plug. Okay, so let's see. The ground. Oh, these things get. What about the hole for the prop pin?
Pretty certain of your prop plug orientation on there?
Want to be sure.
Okay. Got a 50-50 chance.
It's good to call things GND on one thing and VSS on another when they're the same thing. Okay, now we're going to plug this thing in.
Bring your computer back to life.
Yeah, hold on. Where is this connector? There it is. Now. Okay.
Okay, everybody get that login.
Let's try Control G now. Okay, still no hardware found, but get the signal though. Yes. Okay, we got the 1.8 volt, 3.3 volt. Everything is turned on. Let's confirm that we're getting the
Pretty sure
serial
that prop
signal.
plug orientation.
Yeah.
Check the scope.
Okay, now let's see here.
So we're looking for serial comms from computer through prop plug.
Okay, that's good. Let's do that again.
Heater, we have 2 Surface computers, never had a problem. That
Okay,
looks like
so now we're
Server
getting stuff out
out of the prop plug.
of the prop plug. Let's check and see. Let's set this up again. If anything ever comes out the other side. No, we never had a response out of it. Let's check reset again.
Were you guys watching the video? Are you okay with this camera moving around the way it is and no one can see it?
That's probably
It's Marco.
Marco.
Want me to take it?
Yeah.
Hey Marco, this is Ken, Chip's brother. No, he's busy.
I can talk. Hey, Marco.
Okay. All right, take a break here for a minute.
No, I'm not at home. I'm at Rockland, and we're working on trying to get our chip going. How are you doing? Oh,
Okay, we'll
yeah.
give Chip a break for a minute so he could take a personal call. And
Okay. All right. I'll be
something
I'm
about
planning on
his
being home later tonight.
walnut orchard.
I can
He's
deal
going to
with
go
this.
home tonight.
Okay.
So he'll be off the phone in just a minute.
Okay.
Picking place setup is still
All right,
going
we'll
well.
try to get that thing. Oh, I should be able. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Marco. Okay. Bye bye. All right. So we're just not still seeing sign of life out of this thing yet. Let's do the reset test though. Okay,
The pick and placers are moving right along. Looks like
here's
the
another.
machine is. Yeah, I brought you another meter.
Oh, okay, good.
The pick and place is fully loaded. Do you guys want to go get a look at it? Someone suggests flipping the prop plug around, Chip.
Well, I can see it's getting the right.
Okay, we'll go get a look at the pick and place. So feeders are in. This was a challenge. Some parts we had on big reels, but other parts they had to put tape on. So they have just enough leader to place the parts, basically. Can you guys call me before you hit the green button on this?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm heading back to Chip.
All right. We need some more grabbers.
More micro grabbers? I can go find some.
Just like a, clip to a clip.
Sure. Okay. Here's one. Oh, this is a probe, actually. Yeah. Okay. How many you want, Chip? And I'll go get them.
I just need something to grab from here to here.
Okay. Okay, I'm heading out, going for some grabbers.
The thing about these current meters is you never know if someone blew out the fuse that is used for series, current measurements. So.
And you're pretty sure of pin one
I
orientation,
can use
Chip,
this.
before they run the pick and place? You don't
Well,
know.
yeah, I think it's right because I'm not seeing any crazy shorts.
I'll ask the guys to build one board first.
Okay.
Yeah, I can just build one board for you.
All right, so I want to have this thing hooked up so I can do a current measurement. Oh, showing 37 milliamps. Let me reset. I'm seeing 36 milliamps. Let's see if in 90 seconds this goes down. Oh, it's too much. Okay. That's weird. It just dropped. 2 milliamps. That's weird. Jumpers. Okay. As soon as we get a little grabber here, we can do a current test. It seems that the chip is connected properly to power. Not seeing any inordinate draws indicating there's some short somewhere or something cross-connected.
I found some alligators, but I didn't find micrograbbers.
Alligators are fine.
Here.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so we've got here this current meter. When I trigger reset, it's showing, it just seems to jump around kind of sporadically. Now if I pull reset low, okay, we're holding and reset. I release, no change. Now, why is this? This doesn't make sense. Okay, so it's 1.8 volts is coming out. Let me switch probes. Polarity is backwards.